A civil war going on in the north between the Hausas, the Fulanis, and the thieves Usman Yusman disclosed. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. Professor Usman Yusuf, a former CEO of the National Health Insurance Scheme, has drawn attention to the continuous civil unrest in the north that involves ethnic groups such as the Hausas, the Fulanis, and the thieves. He emphasizes that it is impossible to expect the military to bring about peace on its own. He also questioned the lack of religious leaders, elders, and traditional rulers, all of whom play an important role in promoting unity. He pushed for honest and open communication between the populace, stressing that the military cannot bring about peace in the community on its own, proposing that the responsibility for peace lies with the people. He acknowledged the military's efforts in providing an enabling environment but urged a collective step back, a move towards demilitarizing the conflict, considering the sacrifices made by the armed forces on the battlefield. He said in an interview with Arise TV, "We must tell our people to have an honest conversation. The military cannot bring peace to our communities, only we can do that. There is a civil war going on in the north between the Hausas and the Fulanis, between the Hausas and the thieves, and we expect the military to bring peace. No? Where are our elders? Where are our traditional rulers? Where are our clerics that sold the Muslim ticket? It is us that will bring peace. The military can only bring enabling environments. They are doing a heck of a job. They are losing men and women on the battlefield, and we must step back and demilitarize the conflict," he stated. "I believe Igbo should have their Biafra because I find no single positive reasons according to Tuko Damuzu, stating, he said, "I believe the Igbos should have their Biafra because I find no single positive reasons why we must live as one nation, why other people closer to us than the Igbo are having separate nations. As a man without colonial mentality, I do not allow colonial hangover to becloud my reason. There is already Biafra. No Hausa Fulani dares dream of going to the east for whatsoever reason. So where is the one Nigeria? Is it not better to make the separation formal so that we can trade freely and even send ambassadors? Can't you see how we relate with Niger Republic, Cameroon, Ghana, Chad, Benin Republic? We related with some of them for ages, even before we know the Igbo. What is wrong if strangers, Igbos, have their separate nations like our old friends in Niger Republic, Ghana, Chad, and so on do? For 100 years past, we have lived in mutual suspicion and bitterness with strangers, sometimes leading to carnage. Why must we live as some dead colonial masters wanted us to live? Only truth can solve this problem, not a python and not a civil mentality war. We, the House of Fulani, are already the victims of the profitless, irrational one Nigeria. Countless Hausa Fulani people have died like dogs, unmourned, uncompensated for, unavenged. Why must we accept economic blockage and massacre in the name of a fictional arrangement? What is our gain and what is our profit? Northern Muslims have never met with disaster in all of their history than that consumes more blood, that destroys livelihood, that poisons the physique like one Nigeria. I care more for my people than Nigeria. I do not see Nigeria as worth the death and continuous humiliation of my people. We lack everything because of one Nigeria. Our markets are not ours. Our banks are not ours. Our telecommunication business are not ours. Our schools are not ours. Our foreign scholarship are not ours. We have no control over anything except mouths that we are forced to shut up. We are the poorest in the development indices in Africa because we gave up everything to our ungrateful Nigeria. We must resist the false suggestion of greedy thieves posing as our leaders whose only vision is to own a mansion in Dubai. Neither shall we fall for the error of old men dreaming of past personal glory. Let us reassess our condition rationally and boldly. Let us define the direction of our own future. Let us choose what we believe is the best for us and our children and fight for it. We and our youth must think for ourselves and give directions to our history. The world has changed, and so we must change. We are not less than 90 million in population. We are the largest black nation on earth, even without Nigeria. We must never remain stagnant and blinded by fake arrangements. Colonial nation states arrangements like Nigeria are fast losing relevance. The world is dealing in regions made up of real mutual compatible groups of people. Every great compatible group of people are striving to be truly represented in regions. Each mutual compatible people wish to directly, without acrimonious hindrances, exploit the opportunity offered by regional, organized, globalized world. Each also wish to enrich the world and preserve their common heritage. This is the reason for anti-colonial self-determination struggle across the globe, from Europe to Asia and from Australia to Americas. The Igbo had traveled and mingled among free nations. No power on earth will stop them from dancing in the rising sun of growing freedom of people away from the stagnant historical dustbin of nation staticisms. They want to face the world on their own terms. And the words of Toko Damuzu has generated a whole lot of reactions from netizens. Fatia Olowore stated, "Why not say all this when your brother was in power? Now that power has shifted from the north to the west, you are now saying we should separate. No problems, my brother. Even if Nigerians separate today, Yorubas have little or nothing to lose. We are better when we are in regions than now, although we did not pray for it. But it is inevitable. We are okay with it." David Aju stated, "Correct thinking. We lack everything because of one nation. Yes, most nations are in regions based on mutual understanding. There is need for a rethink, as observed." Madwe Mezie stated, "Food for thought. This is apt." Mfong Luke stated, "Well spoken. Not only Igbo South regions will also go for a better tomorrow." Isaiah also tweeted, "The reality itself." Emas tweeted, "Bitter truth." Ezekiel tweeted, "You just said the truth and God will reward you for this honest truth, and the earlier we understand and believe and implement, the better for us all." Kingsley stated, "Sir, you are very rational. I'm glad to see a man from the north who saw tomorrow with visions and determinations for advancement through pure reasoning and experience."